From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your morning update.
Hey, good morning, folks. And just like yesterday evening, I do think we have a good morning in store, right? I think the weather is nice out there, at least in terms of conditions as a whole. I said this yesterday, and I'm going to say this again. You know, we got that dry air out of the north. We have that really kind of a moisture-starved atmosphere. It's nice out there, right? But fire conditions might be a little bit high. So, like I said, I'm not here to judge, right? If you're smoking cigarettes, just don't flick them out your window. You know, that could land in a brush, start a fire there. If you're lighting any matches, do anything with the grill, be very cognizant of where those sparks might end up, okay? Just kind of do that over the next several days. We'll get through it just fine. And besides that, yeah, conditions are fine out there. We're cooling down at least through this morning and into the next several hours. But then, boom, temperatures start going right back up. And then, hey, we're doing pretty good. Increasing temperatures over the next several days. And I think that kind of comes to a peak probably Tuesday or Wednesday, I think. I'm not going to say 90s or 80s or anything like that, but it's just a tad above average. We're talking mid-70s. And then we're watching the end of the week. Possibility of some more rain. We have this little bit of a system moving in from the west to the east here, and that'll be about Thursday, Friday, Saturday, that kind of time frame. But as for today, yeah, getting up into the 70s is kind of a sign of the times. We're starting that warming trend today. That'll last for the next several days. But again, man, it's going to start out chilly. Check it out. Down there in the valley, 43, Siskiyou and Modoc County, lots of 20s out there. I've even seen some teens, some 12s, some 13s. So yeah, higher elevations, really brisk out there, warming up in the 60s. Then out there in the East Mountains, much of the same there. And then you warm up probably near 50 for highs today. I think is a decent bet out that way. With clear skies lasting pretty much for everybody. Now, if there is a fire or if there's a prescribed burn, we might have that layer of the atmosphere. It might kind of stick around to kind of make the air quality a little crummy. But besides this, in terms of the conditions, just as they are, they're nice. Same for the North Coast. Very nice 70s. Maybe decent bet out there, especially towards Trinity County coast. I think we're going to stay at mid-60s, to be honest with you there. Check that out there, 73, and then out towards Trinity County, we'll probably flirt with 70 by the time we're heading through about 4 or 5 o'clock. And then boom, there goes that cooling trend back through tomorrow night and into tomorrow morning more specifically. So yeah, nice conditions out there, really nothing to talk about. This is actually a loop, yeah, believe it or not. You can see some clouds off just behind me. But there's really nothing to talk about today, and I think that's fine by me, at least in terms of the weather. I'll tell you that much. Mother Nature doing me some favors, making my job a little bit easier, right? Really nice conditions through today, really nice conditions through tomorrow. No Monday blues in store. I think we stay nice for the next several days. We might pick up some cloud cover, though, as we head through Tuesday and Wednesday, as moisture begins to creep into the area associated with that system off to the west. But I think the rain starts Wednesday night, lasts through Thursday and Friday, as that system continues to push east across the North State. Here it is there. Might kind of get blocked at the coast there, and then there's another system behind it. That pushes east there, showers through the weekend, and I think cooling trend with that as well. I think the cooling trend will be a little more notable, especially as we head towards the weekend. All right, so highs today, consistently in the lower to mid-70s. I like a little bit of consistency down there in the valley. We're talking 71 in Chico, 71 in Redding. Then you head out towards the East Mountain, upper 40s, lower 50s. Decent bet, same for Modoc County up there, and probably eastern portions of Siskiyou County as well. Check it out along the coast, upper 60s, 73 down there in Garberville. And then you head out Trinity County, lower 70s, upper 60s. Pretty reasonable expectation there for today's highs as we head over the next several hours and into this afternoon. Again, I do think conditions will be nice out there, not much in the way of cloud cover, not at all. I think we picked that up by the midweek here as moisture starts to creep into the area. There's that warming trend, just a few degrees, but enough to make a difference. It's going to be pretty nice out there. Siskiyou County, we're talking 60s there through the midweek. There's those rain chances, though, coming back in as we head Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. There's that cooling trend. Notice on Saturday, we're talking 50s, 50s, even some 40s for highs down there as we head across the area. And I think that's kind of consistent with most models, to be honest with you, right? I think a lot of us will cool down pretty notably as we head towards the end of the week. But again, here is that warming trend through the first half of the week with really nice conditions over the next 3 or 4 days, especially here in the valley. Notice those lower to mid-70s, right? I mean, sunny and 75, don't get much better than that, right? But again, yeah, there are those rain chances coming in by the end of the weekend, unfortunately. Maybe even into next weekend, to be honest with you, especially with this cool down here with some mid-70s, or mid-50s rather, sticking around mid-70s. A little bit of a Freudian slip. I'm looking forward to the next several days. Fun little fact, by the way, 57 degrees next Friday, or next Saturday, average temperature. That is going to be the most average temperature on Earth. What do I mean by that? 57 is actually the average temperature of the entire Earth combined. So fun little fact there. On Saturday, it'll be rainy and perfectly average, at least globally speaking. So that's kind of a fun little science fact there. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at what we can expect along the coast. consistently, like I said, love that word, consistently in the 60s throughout the week. Really not a lot of variation even into the week. That's kind of due to that marine boundary layer. Coast tends to do that, right? But then you head further inland in towards Trinity County. Yeah, you get those sunny conditions. You get those 70s sticking around for the first half of the week. Then the rain's coming in by the end of the week to rain on our parade, right? So we'll keep a close eye on that. But hey, go ahead and enjoy the next few days. You have my permission to do so. I'll tell you that much because it is going to be nice out there. But like I said last night, just when I was wrapping up here, I do want to say it again. Same for today, to be honest with you. Do be cognizant if you're doing anything with sparks of where those sparks might end up, because you don't want to be the next person who starts a fire, even if it is a little small one. Those brush fires, they can spread. So go ahead, just be cognizant of that and enjoy the wrapping up of your weekend.